All right, hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is day one of the Edelweiss Alps Tour. In this episode, we will visit Reschen Pass, we'll visit Stelvio Pass in a whiteout blizzard, froze our butts off. We'll also visit Bernina Pass, and we're going to stop in the small Italian village, the flooded village of Graun on the Swiss-Italian border. It's pretty cool, interesting stuff, so please stay tuned and enjoy the video. Thanks very much. Bye. All right, hey everybody, welcome to day one of the Edelweiss Alps Tour. Our first day was quite the adventure. We start off in Mieming, Austria, and then head southwest and into the fog to the Geschenblick Naturpark overlook. It was a platform that protruded out over the edge of a mountain. From there, we go to Reschen Pass, Austria. Then we visit this really interesting town along the Swiss-Italian border. It's called Graun, and it was a town that was flooded by the Italians after World War II. Just before lunch, we tackle Stelvio Pass during a freezing whiteout blizzard. After thawing out at Stelvio, we go over the Bernina Pass in Switzerland, and then finish our first day in Pontresina, Switzerland. Thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy the day one video.
Is everybody here? Yeah.
Looks like.
Perfect.
Is everyone here?
So, if you all got these maps, if you want to mark them, every morning you have the chance to put our map and you can copy it if you want. That's what we're going to do today. Here from Mieming, following the Inn Valley, then going south towards the border of Italy, crossing into Italy. We're going to have a coffee stop around here before Passo di Stelvio in Graun.
You need a passport?
Yes, that's
available.
what I wanted to tell you. I hope you all got something like this.
Oh,
You know what? I gotta get it
in your shirt pocket or in your luggage somewhere.
Yeah, not in your luggage, with you on the motorbike, because we're gonna cross some borders. We're gonna have our lunch stop on the top of Stelvio. So some minutes to take pictures and go shopping, and there are a lot of souvenir shops in here. And from there, it's not far to our hotel to Switzerland. Just coming down to Romeo, to Bernina Pass, and go to Pontresina. So
it was a joke, right?
There's all little t-shirts.
You said the shopping thing was a joke, right?
no, there was. Maybe you want a
I need
t-shirt.
shoes.
T-shirt that says "I have done Stelvio."
New bag.
High heels.
And a phone.
Or whatever, something like that. Yeah. And today we leave from here, go down to the main road. You just follow me. Go to the right. First roundabout, we go left towards the Inn Valley. And arriving to our hotel tonight, it's a one-way road going right through. And the stops we have now, we will stop at Graun. That's a viewpoint. I hope that we, maybe it's in 45 minutes, or maybe we are lucky and we're gonna see something. It's not for people who are afraid of altitude, because you step out on a platform and you can look through the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're really scared, then better stay a little bit behind. And then we have some coffee and picture stops in Graun. It's a very nice old town. You can try Italian coffee if you haven't. Have a good coffee this morning, and then to Stelvio for the lunch stop. And then in the afternoon we will decide how much time we have and what we want to do. Good. Any questions? And everybody's going to take his rain gear on, or if it starts raining I have to stop.
I think we're all wearing it.
Yeah. Good, then I'm gonna wear it too. Then let's go.
The excitement as we pulled out of the hotel could not be tempered by the slight rain that was falling. It would rain on and off throughout the morning. And eventually, as the day wore on and we climbed the mountain up to Stelvio, the rain did become an issue because it turned to snow. But more on that later. For now, we were just so excited to finally be on the bikes and to be headed out of Mieming. Really looking forward to what the day would bring. Little did we know, there would be quite a bit of excitement on this first day. It was about this time, just as we were leaving Mieming, that I looked down on the dashboard and noticed a warning light had come on that said strut failure. Stop riding, get the bike to a shop right away. Well, that was a little worrisome, but the bike was riding just fine, and I wasn't about to hold up the whole group just as we got started over a warning light that really seemed to have no effect on the performance of the bike. So decided to just let it ride until I could talk to one of the tour guides, which you'll see me do later. As we rode along, going up higher and higher, it seemed that there were a lot more small engine motorcycles, 50 cc's, just cropping up everywhere. And as the morning wore on, we kind of realized that this was some kind of a 50cc rally, because a number of these bikes were old, classic 50cc bikes. Kind of cool, but also kind of annoying when you got to go around them. Got this warning of a strut failure as soon as we left the hotel. As soon as I put it in second gear, it rides fine.
Just off it once and on it again, maybe it's an error. Stop in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. Okay, so what Lucas said was, turn the bike on and off, maybe that'll clear the error code. And then he said we'll be stopping in about 10 minutes or so and deal with it then. Thankfully, since it was a strut failure, he didn't make any fat guy jokes.
This is really nice.
You're German.
Thank you.
Okay, just give me 1 second because apparently the next pass is closed. And
Stelvio? So the weather at this point was starting to get pretty bad. There was a lot of fog. It wasn't really raining yet, but it wasn't conducive to good photography. We did take a few photos so you can see what this scenic overlook offered. Of course, would have been a lot better had the weather been nicer, so I've inserted a few pictures that show what we might have seen in better weather.
everybody's fine? Yeah, ready. Good. Okay, then let's go because there we get coffee.
On our next stop, Lucas tells us the story of these two towns on the Swiss-Italian border and what happened to them.
The Italians, the fascists in Italy, they've started very early to build dams in the whole country, but especially in the north of Italy. And actually they made an announcement in Italian at the mayor's hall of this village that they're gonna flood the whole village, and if anybody's against it, they should come and complain. But the problem was that they just conquered this area before in the First World War, and people here didn't speak Italian. Even now they belong to Italy, so nobody was complaining about it. And so then they came and destroyed all the houses before they flooded it, but they left the church tower because they're not going to destroy a church. And that's what left in the village. No, the damage of this.
So it was about this time that the rain really started to pick up a bit. And of course, we're always seeing bicyclists, and the rain did not slow them down at all either. So we were all waterproofed, had our gear on, and just kept going.
To blush every time I ask you out. Baby, you don't have to blush every time I ask you out. Might as well get used to it, baby. It's what my love is all about. Every time I bring you things, might be flowers or chocolate, or even a diamond ring. I can tell what I need to know from the way you hold me tight, from the way you hug and kiss me all through the night. You don't have to say yes when I fall down on one knee. Say yes when I fall down on one knee. But I'll be the happiest man alive if you make an honest man out of me.
Vents open in the back. You want me to close them?
Nah, leave them open.
Okay.
Coming in that side. That's good. Anybody behind us yet, or are we in the back?
I think we're live.
right, so it was right along in here where somehow the GoPro, completely on its own, changed its settings to record at a much faster speed. It's very annoying footage, so I'll add in some very annoying music to go with it. So yeah, on our first day, we decided to tackle the second highest peak in the Alps, Passo del Stelvio in Italy, and temperature dropped below freezing, way below freezing. Rain turned to snow. It was miserable. I don't know how we all made it up that mountain and back down the other side, but we did, and it resulted in quite an adventure. It was scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the funnest things we did.
Hey, Gene.
When somebody stops in front of you, it sucks. But you gotta have your hand on that clutch. You gotta friction zone.
So after Stelvio, of course, the sun came out. There were two guys that wound up staying at the top of the mountain. They were not going to ride down under any circumstances with that kind of weather going on. They were the smart ones, and they later caught up with us later, right before we got to the hotel, and they got to ride down the other side in sunshine. So lucky them. But we continued on. Alright, so this is beautiful northern Italy. If you like Italian wine, this is one of the regions it comes from. So check it out. It was amazing. Beautiful countryside. Just everything that you'd expect it to be. It was wonderful. Okay, well, that's the end of day one. Please join us for the next episode where we will go over at least 2 passes, Malajo Pass and Splügen Pass. I might have even said that right. I'm not sure. Well, thanks very much. Like the video if you did, and please subscribe. Thanks very much. And remember, be in love with your life, every minute of it.